In previous video, we go through the introductory part of data interpretation. In this lesson, we will discuss some strategies to solve data interpretation problems easily. So here the 5-step approach that will help you handle any data interpretation questions are. Our first step is to look at the big picture first. Before plugging into the question, read all the information above and below the figures. Don't spend more than 15 to 20 seconds on this step. Just look for total figures and other numbers given in that questions. Whether the number are expressed in terms of hundred, thousands or millions, that is the unit of measurement is used. How that figures are labeled in the questions, and read axis labels determine whether each axis begins at 0. Whether that graphical data is expressed in numbers of percentage. Our next step is read the entire question carefully. Beware of disparity between units in the text and the units in the data. For example, question involves week, but data involve days. So divide the question into parts, each of which involves a distinct step in getting to answer. So just divide your divide your problem in different questions to solve. So there the first question arises will be, does the question ask for an approximation or a precise value? Does the question ask for a percentage or only a raw number? Does the question ask for a comparison? If there is any comparison between the data or answer of that question? Does the question ask for an increase or decrease of the value? So our next step is perform the step needed to reach the answer. Look for shortcut to the answer and then indicate the correct form of the answer. Our next step is check the choices for your answer. Before performing any calculation, indicate the correct form of the answer and indicate the required degree of accuracy. Just take the useful information from the data and perform your calculation on that. If an approximation question asks for a number, find the choice which is closest to your answer. So the last step is to check our calculations. So always make your view clear towards the question. What is the requirement of the question and what you have to solve in that question. So check all of your calculation and make sure and size of your question conforms with what the question asks. Here are some tips to solve this data interpretation. First is be clear on what is given and what is asked, and see how much effort is required to get the required data from the given data, and focus only on useful data, and approximate your answer whenever it is possible. If only relative values are asked, don't include the actual values. Do not confuse numbers with ratios or percentage. So it's all about the data interpretation strategy.